Hello everyone, I'm Tim. This is the channel of Global People Daily News. What are young people really thinking? Many people are curious about this question. As youth, we find ourselves in an era brimming with possibilities and challenges. Besides our individual dreams, we also consider the transformation within our society and how we can contribute to this world. First, let's listen to a university student from the United States as he shares with us what he considers the most important to him.
My name is Mitchell. I'm a rising sophomore at Drexel University and I'm from San Jose, California. I've always believed that a strong mindset is the most important thing anyone can have. Have you met a successful person that always talked down on themselves? Or just complained about everything instead of putting in the countless hours to create the life they wanted? No, and you never will, because all successful people have a winner's mindset. They know who they are, they know what they want, and they are willing to give it everything they have to achieve their goals.
Our minds are incredibly powerful, and if we learn to use it to our advantage, we can drastically improve our lives. Your thoughts dictate your actions, and your actions dictate your reality. Meaning if your thoughts are always positive or always negative, our real life will reflect that. This mindset is huge for me in the sport of powerlifting. The goal of the sport is to be the strongest you possibly can, and in order to do that, I have to deceive my mind and body to shatter its limits. I know that positive self-deception can be used to set goals for ourselves, exude confidence, and break our limits. Creating a catalog of you hitting every goal you set for yourself, whether that is in the gym or anywhere else, is how you build true confidence. However, you can use self-deception to supplement that confidence. Walking around as if you are your own hero, walking around like you are the max prestige version of yourself even when you are not there yet. When you act the way the best version of you would, you eventually become that best version of you. You are deceiving yourself in the beginning, but gradually it becomes you and not an act anymore. Take my powerlifting meet I did this past Saturday. During my warm-ups for squats, I did not feel my strongest. I knew that I had to lock in, so before I went up to the platform to take my first squat, I put on some music to boost my confidence and put me in that unstoppable superhero mindset. I visualized the lift, I stepped up, put all my aggression into the bar, and smoked my first squat attempt of 170 kilos, or 374.8 pounds. For my second attempt, I jumped 15 kg and smoked it too. For my final attempt, I was matching my all-time personal record of 190 kg, or 418.9 pounds. I was nervous. I needed this. Same procedure. I put my music in, got into that same headspace. I made myself think I was in a movie, and this was the final scene where the heroes win and save everyone. Everyone was cheering. I could not let them down. I got under the bar, unracked it, walked it out, let the weight settle on my back, took one last big breath into my stomach, and braced as hard as I could. I descended. The moment I hit the bottom of my squat, I pushed back up with everything I had. I had to grind through a slight sticking point, but I was victorious. Now imagine if I went into that third attempt thinking I couldn't do it. I wasn't strong enough. I doubt it would have gone well. Oftentimes, people are physically strong enough to move the weight, but their mind is weak. They don't see themselves as that superhero, and they give up right when it gets difficult. Embracing and fighting through the struggle is what makes us grow. This is not just about lifting. In addition, being able to uplift the people around you and help them achieve their full potential is another factor of being great. It involves inspiring and aiding others in realizing their potential. Another example is when my best friend and I were about to train together. He was planning to set a new personal record in the squat with 405 pounds. He did not feel the strongest and his energy was just low. So I gave him a pep talk to get his spirits up. Once we got to warming up, I can tell that he was feeding off of my energy, getting more in the zone and feeling stronger. In closing, think about who you want to be in this life and make yourself believe you are that person every single day until it is real. Your mind controls your body, not the other way around. So build a winner's mindset and get the most out of your time on this earth.
The past few years, I have fully adopted this perspective on life, and I've made myself very proud with all the positive progress I have made in my life. academically, physically, and everywhere else. If everyone was miserable and unmotivated all the time, nothing would get done. So I want everyone to have this mentality. This is how we will create great leaders and a productive society in the future. Thank you.
In today's fast-moving world of technology, there's a growing gap between young generation and their elders. So, how can a younger generation build bridges and connect with older generations in this constantly changing environment? Next, Miss Anna will take us right to the core of this issue with her personal story. Her story will encourage us to think about how we can tear down the walls between generations and create a more peaceful society by learning from each other, sharing experiences, and understanding one another.
Salam from Pakistan. I am Amina. I am a teacher, a public trainer, and a researcher. Thank you so much for having me. Today's topic is very important as technology has progressed and generation gap increasing speedily. So, to minimize this gap, we should have to roll wisely as elder transfer traditions and culture to our generations. And the youth are our tomorrow, like a bridge between these two generations. It is the youth who have to play their part in balancing these two. So while in the age of modern technology, children need parental attention, adults also need to learn new things that help them to be close to the juniors, because we cannot push our children back to run with our elder generations. Elders should have to help them how to keep themselves positive, to improve knowledge, patience, and avoid from race, gender, culture, border, color, and ethnicity. I spent time with my grandma. She explained how eating food is a problem for her. Sometimes she cannot chew properly. Then I motivated my kids to collect their pocket money to get my grandmother's new teeth. Likewise, my sister taught my nephew some IT software skills. Now he is earning money at home, and he also helped to create a website for her mother, and she is uploading her new designs as she is a designer. Also, my nephew taught me the art of making videos and how to translate languages and upload it. This thing has united us for generations. While cooking, I take care of my grandmother, likewise my mother, and also my brother and children, to ask them what will they like to eat. I celebrate their special events and help them in personal grooming, help them to enjoy, teach them moral and ethical values, as well as build their character. We learn new things together, we enjoy together, we spend time together, we smile together, and our elders appreciate us, our every positive steps. By doing this, the generation gap will minimize, happiness and love will grow in the society. By sharing the pain and joys of adults and children, we can reduce their pain and increase their happiness. This is how youngs keep better condition of their relationship with elders, and youngs cares their colleagues and friends. We know the magic keeping smiles on everyone's faces to make this world paradise. So these are my little efforts to improve generation relationships, minimize gaps, and keeping smile on other faces. So there is need to reframe our frame of references. Thank you so much.
What an inspiring and thoughtful sharing we've just heard from Amna. Her words highlight the power of connecting different generations and building relationships that go beyond age, culture, and technology. Through her genuine stories, Amna has revealed that the way to a peaceful society involves both young and old working together. Her commitment to keeping traditions alive Sharing wisdom and adopting new skills shows us the profound difference each one of us can make in our families and communities. Next, Miss Clara wishes to inspire today's young people with a poem. Let's hear her sharing.
Still I rise. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my assassins upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room, just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high. Still I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bald head and lower eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful price. Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I love like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me down with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still like air I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thigh? Out of the heart of the history's chain, I rise. Out from past last rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide. Wailing and swelling, I'll bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into the daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. Hello everyone, I'm Clara and I'm from Taiwan. And today I want to share something about the youth and the meaning of it. It's a poem written by Maya Angelou, and the name of the poem is Still I Rise. And I really love the rhythm and the power behind it. And if you learn that spirit, you will be inspired by this. It was written 1978, which is 45 years ago. About the poem Maya Angelou, she is a human rights, and at that point there is an issue about African rights, and I think in the current era there are still some bad things going on. I think that's the beauty of never solving. For me, I think it's just like dark side and the sunshine side. We have all that. So instead of hiding in the dark, sometimes we have to see it. But some people just don't see it. And sometimes people are afraid that if they see the ugliness, they cannot solve it. And that's a kind of helplessness, or they don't have the ability. But I think that's not the truth. And as long as we see the thing, I believe that everyone has a role in their heart. They know something should be done. It's just inside ourselves. But we can always choose. I can go this way or that way. That's our power, and we always can choose. So sometimes I choose the wrong road, but it's okay. It's not a shame to admit that you've gone to the wrong path. But as you learn it from the past, you can learn how to deal it in the future, and you can choose more wisely and with wisdom. So that's about the humanity. I think that's the most treasured thing about humanity, because we always make mistakes. We cannot avoid it, but we can always make an adjustment and embrace our everything, and that's important. And some people think that they can treat you like you are worthless. That can cause a lot of mental illness, and that's a big issue nowadays. Since people are suffering from a lot of things, there are a lot of information going on in the internet, and we are suffering from the criticism by other people's opinion. And I don't think that's really matters. So I think this point just precisely tells us that we are limitless, and we work a lot of things, and we can do a lot of change with our ability. I learned biology back in school days, and I'm a designer. And I think the thing about youth and what we can do to change the world, I think one thing is quite important for me. That is about environment. We've been hiding in the indoor for so long, obviously because of the pandemic, COVID. But when we step outside to the natural world, as you can see, I'm in a very cozy environment. It's just like immediately when you walk into the nature, you are cured by them, and you will feel connection. You don't need to belong to some group. You don't just to have to be yourself and be with the earth, I guess, and be with the sun and moon and the tides. Enjoy the moment. And also, we are not alone because we are born by our ancestors, and there is a linkage between us, and maybe they are still alive now, maybe they passed away already, but we are still connected, and we should thankful for that and be grateful for that. So that's what I want to share with the meaning of the youth, because everyone is important. It only starts from the mind and with our heart. So I hope that something I told about today can inspire you and make some change today, right now. Just live simply and live from your heart. And have a very nice and great International Youth Day.
The youth embodies a variety of experiences and viewpoints, and every person's contribution is equally valuable. Real change starts with a shift in our heart and sincere appreciation. We hope that Clara's sharing light a spark in you, inspiring you to live in a simple way and make a positive change around you. Today's challenges are not confined to just one region, they are global. The young generation stands as a driving force for transformation. As we conclude our program, we've brought in the president of the French Human Rights Organization, CAP, a group that has spent more than 30 years working for this cause, to share some motivating words with the upcoming generation.
Hello, my name is Thierry Val. I'm also president of a French-based organization called CAP Liberté de Conscience. My organization is dedicated to human rights since more than 30 years. Now I'm doing this video to encourage the young people for the new generations coming, and to tell my wish to this new generation. I will not talk about my childhood, and because in my childhood there was no young people involved in politics, no young people involved in environmental problems, or no young people involved in human rights. So today, which young people will inspire me is mainly Greta Thunberg. She's doing really a great job on these main things that will come for the new generation to take care of this planet, because this is our common planet. We are all living on this planet, regarding which color, which religion, which race or whatever. This is our common good. So we have to save this planet. And Greta Thunberg, she really inspires a new generation to look on this problem and to tackle the politicians, to tackle the civil society, to take really seriously this problem. So my wish for the new generation, my wish for the young people is to take really this challenge. This is really a big challenge to save the planet, to get that the sustainable goals become a reality for everybody, because inside this sustainable goal for the planet there is human rights, there is food for everybody, there is water for everybody, and this is maybe the most biggest challenge for the new generation to take. So my wish is this new generation is taking this challenge really seriously and find a way to alert the politicians, to alert the civil society, to alert the industry that we have to change our model of living to a better one to save this planet. So thank you, and I hope that maybe all people like me and my organization will be able to help the new generation to find a way through the civil society, politicians, and other people to alert them on this big challenge coming to save the planet. Thank you.
We are in a time brimming with hope and challenge, and the new generation's youth are shaping our world's future. People like Greta Thunberg highlight the potential to protect our planet and uphold human rights. We look forward to seeing this young individual continue to promote concepts of fairness and sustainable growth, not merely as isolated actions, but also cooperative efforts within our society. Let's join hands, collaborate, and seek solutions to forge a brighter future for our world. Hope you enjoyed today's topic. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.